The stream has begun. Are you prepared? There it is. Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. I need to mute this thing. Boy howdy. Hey, so we've had some technical difficulties as we have before every session. Hopefully before the next session, that will be done. And everything will go perfect for the next 2/3 of this campaign. So, by the way, that's how far you all are through this campaign. This group hasn't asked me that yet. You might notice that we're going to be performing much quicker, but the stream is going to look a little bit janky and also sort of go step by step by step. I do apologize for that, but I am streaming from a laptop instead of a PC. So I hope that you all are okay with that. Just to outline what we are, this is the Sunken World Saga. We are a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream. We have 4 groups of 4-player characters each. We have a total of 8 players, and each of them have 2 characters that are split across those groups. Tonight, we are going back to one of our groups that is not a standard group. Usually there is Adventuring Group 1, a distinct group of 4 characters that have been traveling together since the start of the stream, and the same for the Thorns, who have been traveling together since before that. The thing is that at the end of their last session, the Thorns' last session, which included all of the adventurers from Adventuring Group 1,
I think something happened to the stream. Or is it just my computer? Never mind, it's just my computer, so sorry.
Okay.
Or, wait. Is anybody else trying to watch the stream, too?
Yeah, I'm on it. It's showing up for me.
It's good.
I don't like seeing the secrets.
Thank you, Brian.
I just normally have it up on background, just to make sure.
Sorry. The end of the last session where the Thorns and Adventuring Group 1 fought a massive ancient dragon together in the city of Kizarkand. The dragon, with his dying breath, transported 4 of them away. 2 adventurers and 2 knights of the Order of the Thorns. So tonight, I will be giving the introduction just as we see it here. Left, right, left, right. So first of all, I would like an introduction from Biff.
Hi, I'm Zach Harmon. I play Biff Treeneedle, a halfling bard who likes to booze, do drugs, and have carnal relations.
That's right. And then we have Soren.
Hi, I'm Logan Back. I play Soren Eriksson, the youngest of the Eriksson siblings, the Lightning Boy.
After Soren, we have Sybil.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I play Sybil, our half-elf bard, who definitely would drive through a McDonald's and get a single black coffee.
And then we have Qualid.
Hey, I'm Brian. I play Qualid Al-Aznar, a level 1 improviser, and Zip Zap Zapper.
Yep.
Is that part of the improvisational?
It's an improviser is a lot like an artificer because you gain levels by getting more money to give to people. Hey yo. That's a little crack. That's a little inside baseball.
You got him.
Improviser community.
Which
You
I
pay too much for classes.
even though improv is really fun. All right, so
Yeah, right.
This is the Sunken World
Going a
Saga.
little far.
Let's do a little bit of a recap. Do you all mind helping me give the recap? Because we had us a dragon fight in the city of Kizarkan, once the capital of the Zeshan Empire. Our party fought a massive dragon.
So Sebastian became a, what was it again?
Chaos Dragon.
Yeah, he became a chaos dragon, and he defeated this dragon almost instantly. Nobody had to do anything else.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I do appreciate you all having a jolly good time, but if it's
Sorry about that, guys.
No, it was very upsetting to me when you did it because I kept explaining that you are a rogue um, and that's not a skill that you have. So, could you all pretty please just say the highlights of the dragon fight for each of the characters that you have right here, if you remember them.
Yeah, I wasn't playing Biff. Mostly Biff was healing and, supporting, doing what Biff does.
I hit it with lightning a lot.
Oh, Biff almost viciously mocked it to death, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it was very close.
Oh, man. That would've been the best.
Khalid tried to start the fight from the furthest point possible he could. So I think he got 2 strikes on it at the end.
But a lot of weight behind those 2 strikes.
Oh, those were good strikes.
Sybil ran a lot, and she struck the dragon with a guiding bolt right in the eye, and her brother has recently been zapped out of this
out.
area.
Yes.
And he also no longer has his eye.
Yes.
That was fun.
His eye was
Oh, she
taken.
also did she did more counter spells.
That's right. Okay.
At one point, everybody got very scared, and then Soren tightened his bandana and put on his camouflage paint and said, "If it bleeds, we can kill it."
Yeah. That did happen.
I mean, what is Sebastian but just liquid Soren, you know? All right, and it's Dungeons and Dragons time. So a lot of stuff is on fire. This entire building has been crumbled to dust around you
Wasn't
all.
it an ice dragon?
It is an ice dragon, but when it dies, there's a burst of flames because destruction. However, the stuff in your immediate vicinity, there is a bunch of ice covering the ground. And now that you have a moment to breathe, Khalid, you jogging over towards the one companion that you know and love, and then the 2 people who at least helped you fight that dragon before Jackson and Zakar got poofed away. You all do notice that through the rubble you can see a number of dead bodies. The casualties outside of the buildings were pretty low. A few people dying from stray ice or bolts from the guards even, but it seems like this building that got crushed is where the most damage was done. Sebastian, Stevia, Jackson, and Zakar are nowhere to be seen.
Biff.
Yeah, I'm here, bud. What's up?
Where's our creepy friend? Where did he go?
I don't know. I just saw them just kind of fade quickly. Who knows? I have no idea. I can't. I have no sense of them.
You all okay?
Where's Sebastian?
Little battered, but not too bad. I think I saw him fade with Jackson.
But his eye, I need to heal him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. We could set out to look for them. I don't know. I don't have any idea where they could have gone, though. Did you see them? Did you see any hint of where they may have gone?
They were, and then they were gone. I don't know where they went.
Soren, are you okay?
I'm fine.
These bodies, they look fully dead, or is anyone?
The ones directly underneath the building, they seem to be fully dead.
The ones that I'm next to?
Yes.
Okay.
Were these guys done here too?
Sorry, yes. All of these that you can see.
No, the ones that are marked with the skull and crossbones, probably.
Yes.
Got it.
You can see there are some people who are starting to cautiously approach you all with the massive dead dragon. The dragon dead, his blood seeping down onto the sort of sandstone beneath him. You can see there is sort of a weird, vibrant color to the land that his blood is touching. And it seems like Some of his scales are starting to harden and like clutch to his body. It seems like it's spreading from sort of the small of his back. It's going very slowly.
I want to get a couple vials of this blood, if for nothing else, for Jackson when I see him again, because I know he'd want some.
Yeah. Would I know anything, like legend-wise or from the Thorns, about materials you could gather from a dragon that I might want to bring back to...
You talking dragon meat?
I'm talking dragon meat, I'm talking bones, talking
Stevie would
scales.
definitely want some dragon meat.
Yeah, you would be able to get a small amount of each of those things if you work fast.
Yeah.
And I mean small, relatively small. So I'll say whatever you get first, the DC will get higher each thing that you try to get. So if you're going to try to collect some stuff, now's the time.
I'm going to crouch down on the ground and kind of move the earth with my hand, and then cast locate object and think about fail not, and see if I can sense it anywhere.
What's the range on that?
It's not going to work, but the range is
1,000 feet.
Yeah.
You can't find it.
yeah. Didn't think I would be able to, but I figured he would want to try. I don't sense Zakar at all.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I don't feel like they're dead. I feel like if they were dead, that they'd just be here. Their bodies would be here.
Right.
But maybe that's a vain hope. I don't know.
So Soren, you are collecting some dragon. What are you looking to get?
I guess like first off would be any of those scales that are starting to harden.
Okay, yeah. The scales. Well, the easiest part it seems to take them right now is directly on the throat.
Okay.
That seems like it would be the quickest route. It seems to have taken a few hits there.
Yeah.
So if you would like to make a... for some reason you feel like a medicine check might work for you.
Okay.
Okay. You manage to get 7 large white dragon scales and 6 small white dragon scales.
Okay. That was 7 and then 6.
Yep. Biff, you managed to get the equivalent of 3 regular lesser healing potion vials full of the dragon blood. It is cool to the touch.
All right. Like not even colder than room temperature?
Colder than room temperature.
Okay.
Could I also just try and rip off one of the horns?
Yeah, that one you actually think with enough time you can get one of those bad boys off.
Yeah.
They are tree trunk size, but you would be able to get one off.
Okay.
When you've taken the scales off, you have a free reign of hide.
Okay. Any way to like get just a chunk of meat for Stevia?
Yeah, it would be included in taking the hide off. Do a survival check, because you're basically like stripping a section of the dragon.
I'm trying to ignore my problems through work. Survival.
A 17? Yeah, you manage to cut through and you get a very ample amount of the hide and meat. You get about 30 pounds of hide, and you get 5 steaks of dragon meat. and that's like 8-ounce steaks.
How tough is the hide? Is it?
It is very, very, very tough.
Okay.
You feel like a piece of armor made with it would be, if it was done by an adequate craftsman, you think it would be very good.
My sister's boyfriend, perhaps.
Who knows if he's adequate. But when you have stripped away the hide, you see the innards of the dragon. And you can see that where you are at the throat, you see, make another medicine check with advantage this time.
Okay.
Wow. You
Nice.
see what looks like lines of silver that are running through it. You see what you recognize as vocal cords, but for the dragon they seem to be silvery shining in there. You can get those out without any trouble.
Okay.
You managed to get two like string instrument sized vocal cords.
Ooh.
It's like the string of a string instrument. And you're able to pull those off. Your hands are now like really, really cold from reaching into it, though.
Stringed instrument, you say?
Wonder if somebody clarified what a hammer dulcimer looks like. And you have these two vocal cords in your hand now. Is there anything else that you wanted to get from the dragon? I forget, other than the horn?
No, that was pretty much it. I don't think I could get like a solid bit of bone from it, since there's a lot of meat I'd have to get through.
Yes, it is a very big...
Yeah.
And its bones, you notice from what you are able to just barely make out, look like they're pretty brittle, actually. They're just covered in muscle, surrounded by it.
Bone syndrome.
I think I would probably try and get a little bit of the blood if there's any near me, because I'd see Biff doing that, and
Yeah.
I'd try to
Um,
follow along.
I'd say you managed to get about a healing potion worth, lesser healing potion. And yeah, the horn you will be able to get if you take the time to do so. By this point, you all now can hear people getting closer. Is it dead? Did they kill it? Is that thing...
Yes. It's been taken care of. Don't worry. I'm actually working on the ballad right now. You'll be able to hear it later this week at your local tavern. I promise.
I just want to kind of look at them and point at the hole I've cut in its throat.
Where's the one with the crossbow? I saw him do it. One of them steps forward. Do you know his name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Where is he? Did he fall in the fight?
No.
We aren't sure.
Go. Start telling people Sebastian the Dragon Slayer will never pay for room here. And you see one of them bolt off to go spread the word. They are sort of just very cautiously looking, and you see them sort of eyeing the dead bodies now. But there is sort of a adrenaline about everyone. It seems like they have never seen something quite like this, and now that it's over, they feel a little bit of courage at seeing the four of you all survive.
Sybil's gonna go up to... How... Are the corpses charred or anything?
No, they don't seem to be.
Okay. Sybil's gonna try to close all of their eyes and say a little prayer to Esnala.
Sure.
Please guide them safely to... I'm not really sure where what your sort of heaven or I guess good after place is. But please guide them there as well. And Sybil's going to do that for each of the corpses.
Sure. A group of men in silver armor with bits of gold trim in black cloaks have walked up, and in the middle of them you see a man in a long black cloak with a sort of conical hat. It's just like a big cylinder that sort of flares out at the top. He has walked out of them, and they are each keeping an eye sort of on him and sort of on each of you. And he looks at you all and he says, "Are there any children that you have found? Bodies of young?"
No.
And you see he looks over each of the bodies.
Did you send some children to fight the dragon?
No, I was asleep when the dragon attacked, and only just was able to rouse my men. And he just kneels down, and you see he puts 3 fingers on his forehead and slowly curls his pinky up
Shape of an L.
to meet them. And then he reaches down and he places his hand onto this woman is like on her side, splayed out, and he just puts it down right onto like the knee of her. And he whispers something in a language that I don't think any of you speak.
Oh, what language?
Draconic.
I don't. Dang.
No.
Fuck. I have infernal.
And you notice that she looks like she is the youngest of all of them. And then she coughs. And she sits up.
What?
Excuse me.
What time of day is it?
It is nighttime. It's past
So
dusk.
then being asleep is feasible.
I mean, yeah.
Is it a weird time of day for like a whole company of men to be asleep? Or people, not necessarily.
They do look like they... Well, make a perception check.
They're all in their PJs.
Yeah, they're all in their very heavy armor, except for 2 of them, PJs.
8.
Yeah, he's wearing a breastplate and then some sweatpants with the word "juicy" on the butt.
Yeah, and they have a one of them has a butt flap and it's open.
Oh.
Just one snap, though.
When you
Are any of them wearing the juicy torn? Never mind.
when you
I was
look
gonna
at
do a
them,
loophole that I don't think anybody would know about.
when you look at them, Biff, you do notice that it seems like they have been traveling today. And their armor, you can see it's a little bit hastily put on.
Okay.
But he looks down at her and he says, "It is all right, child. The light mother provides and the light Granger is not through with you yet." And he stands
Do I-
up and offers her a hand.
Would Sybil know exactly what gods he's talking about?
Make a religion check, please.
11.
Yeah, that's the Light family, the religion of Dalryoth.
Okay, cool.
And she accepts his hand, and you can see she is gripped with terror, and she looks around at everyone. And he says, "Did you know of any children who were inside of the building, from what you remember before now?" And she kind of shakes her head and says, "It's mostly the old and unmarried who live here." He nods and he says, "Then go get some rest. Any family that you have will be happy to see you." She.
Hey, can you do that trick to the non-children here too? Can you bring those people back to life too?
I may only do
Just
it.
kids?
No, I may only do it a few times, and The old often wish that their time was given back to the young when they are roused from this. Khalid, when you
question.
get that close, the one who seems to be commanding here, the men in armor, basically just comes bolting and stands here, and he has a hand on a very, very large one-handed sword.
Okay.
Dmitri, it is fine. Yes, what is your question, Sybil?
No one likes the Ryothi, right?
Well, that's a odd question. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean. On an international scale? I mean, sociopolitically, the leaders of each of the countries have a different relationship with Dao Ryoth. Dao Ryoth is not popular.
That's what I meant.
I do know what you mean, and I was just being mean and pedantic. But Dao Ryoth has a bad reputation.
Okay.
And he puts his hand up and says, Dmitri, I am fine. But he does not remove his hand from his...
I don't say anything to either of them, but I am staring directly in his eyes, and I'll divine sense.
Oh, yeah. You get the sense that he is currently being watched by something that is otherworldly. Something... You know what? I'll just go ahead and take the spell description. When you look at him, you see what looks like a pair of sort of wings sprouting from behind his head. And you hear slow violin music that's very euphonic.
Do I get a sense of good versus evil or anything like that? Do I get it like... I know that's not...
you get the sense that based on your own perception of your religion, this is not quite God level, not quite the influence of like Aznar on you. But like, if Aznar has angels, it's like the equivalent of being watched by one of them.
I see.
And he looks at you all and he just says, I rouse the young. If she had anyone in her family here, I would have picked them up too, but... And he shrugs and he says, the Light Granger finds value in all life, and so do I.
This is something you often do?
I have done it more than once. And he has moved over here and he is kneeling down next to this guy.
Okay.
You see, he puts up his 3 fingers, curls up his pinky, puts his hand down on this guy. This guy jolts up, and you see he grabs at a dagger in his belt, and the second that he has pulled it out of his sheath, he gets a boot to the face from Dmitri. Not enough to knock him out, but just enough to basically pin him back down by his head. Dmitri! And you see him silently remove his boot. You are all right, my child. And he holds down his hand. The Light Mother wills, and the Light Granger is not done with you yet. He begins to pull him up, and the man looks at him and says, Who are you? And he says, I am called the 5th Bishop. I am traveling to spread the word of the Light family. If you have interest, I am giving a sermon tomorrow morning. I will try and he looks around and say, bring a bit of hope to those who survive. And the man nods and he says, thank you. I owe you my life. And he shakes his head, the bishop, his hat sort of wobbling on his head, and says, you owe your life to the Light Granger. Now, if you have family anywhere else, go to them. And he nods and runs off. And you see he sort of strokes his very, very long beard. He has dark hair, His hair sort of stretches past the folds of his hat sort of connects to his robe, and his hair comes out past it. And you see he has a long mustache that goes to a long beard, sort of a ZZ Top sort of thing. And he turns to each of you and he says, "You were the ones who slayed this thing, correct?"
Yeah, that's right.
Amongst others, yes.
Well, you have my thanks, and he holds up a hand and he says, "The blessing of the Light Father on you as you sleep."
I'm okay actually. I don't need that. Thomas said thanks though. I'm all good.
The Light Father loves all. He
All right, that's nice. That's good for him. But I'm just not interested. Thank you.
The man who does not want help often takes a hand that he does not see. Teachings, 731. And he goes down to his knee.
Is Dimitri following him, or is he staying right next to me?
Dimitri is staying right next to you now.
And this guy's reaching down to this other dead person?
Yep.
Okay.
And he rouses one more. He says the same thing. She gives him the same thanks. And he sends her off. She does not go as far as the others. She is looking at the remains of her house. Dimitri,
So you use this. Oh,
I apologize for the slayers of this dragon. Of course, I will have a few moments to speak.
oh, it's not important. Don't worry.
Very well.
So you just got to this
Proceed.
town?
Earlier today, this morning, we rode for a few days without more than a few hours sleep. Did you arrive recently, or were you positioned well to challenge this thing?
No, we were caught off guard a little bit, I will say.
I cannot imagine how
really
you
had
must
no
have
warning.
felt seeing it. I'm glad that I only heard. It is a terrifying thing. A dragon has not attacked openly this large a space in more than 40 years. I only wish that I could have. My knees would have shaken, but in Dal Rayat we are taught that dragons must be killed as quickly as possible if they attack. I would have liked to help these people.
Yeah, that would have been great if you were here during the fight instead of after to guilt people into hanging out for your weird religion. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it was. I'm sure you got here as soon as you could.
He just kind of looks at you, and Soren, make a perception check.
Okay. Normal.
Yeah, you see Dimitri is white-knuckling that sword. But the fifth bishop sort of just smiles at you, Biff, and says, "Your words are meant to harm. But I forgive, just as the mother forgives." And the two of them begin to walk away. Dimitri goes very slow until they are past you.
Is he walking backwards, just eyeing us?
No, he's walking forward, but you can tell that he is he's listening to you. The second one of your shadows move, he's ready to spin. But they go on, and they sort of stand around, and they begin to speak, Dimitri and him, while the other guards are just standing there, in Draconic. They're not keeping their voices down, they're just talking.
I don't think I have comprehend languages or anything.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that either.
Are any of you hurt?
A little bit. Nothing a little rest wouldn't take care of, though.
Yeah. Can I just have Ben casting prayer of healing
Sure.
for a little bit? So that's just going to be at...
You hear the approach of metal armor.
Yeah. So all of you guys get that healing, and then any extra, just if I see someone wounded in the crowds, I'm giving that to them.
Sure. And they seem to really appreciate it as they are looking. You see they have all gotten a little bit closer, but sort of making their way through it, you see the city guard. Their fish scale armor and their bell helmets shining in the early light of the moon, and their shields up, and they have swords drawn. And you see two robed men, one in robes that seem to be of a sort of faith, and the other in sort of elegant robes. And you actually recognize him. The man in the non-religious robes is the satrap. He is the lord of this territory. He was the one in the festival who was doing the standing in for the god of war in the marriage ceremony.
Looks like everyone's showing up late to the party today.
Biff. Very good.
Hello. Hail. What are your names? He is a man in his early 40s. He's a very handsome man, striking features.
Sybil Erickson.
Soren Erickson.
Huck Knuckley.
My name is Khalid Al-Aznar.
Well, were you the ones who slayed this beast?
Amongst
There were
others.
with us.
Yeah, that was us.
Aye. He reaches up and scratches his cheek. This was very well done. I would be happy to offer you some level of reward for helping to protect this city. I will... How many were you when you slayed the beast? Or how many were you when the beast arrived, I suppose, is the correct question.
8.
8. Very well. Then, for each of you, I will give 10 platinum. And 5 sapphires or rubies, your choice, from my personal collection.
We ask that you also devote some of your money to the Improv House. They emboldened us to fight this dragon on this day.
That's true. Your improv community are the unsung heroes of your city.
When this dragon came, all we could say was yes and.
Okay, I was about to make that joke in chat because I didn't want to have this lord to make that joke, but I will see that this is done. I cannot thank you enough. This This could have been far worse. I think I'll be requesting that the Shah send more soldiers. This is not the grandest of our city, but I think it needs to be protected.
Yeah, it didn't seem too ready for that, honestly. Seemed a little like a lackluster response. I mean, I guess it's fair. There hasn't been a dragon attack for over 40 years, as our friend said, but yeah, I just don't know. Where are you guys?
Hand on your shoulder from this soldier who has clamped down.
Yeah, hey, bud, I'd rather you not touch me. Thank you.
Yes, please remove your hand from my friend.
The grip gets tighter.
Okay, I will remove your hand then myself. And I'm going to grip his wrist and lift his hand off of my friend.
I'm kind of like try to tuck and roll away, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Athletics check and acrobatics check. All right, yeah,
23.
you remove his hand.
As I roll, I'm going to pull out Tree Needle. Say, hey, I'm not trying to fight you here. All right, we just killed this dragon. Okay?
Yeah, I don't think you are a dragon, sir.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
He looks down at you and says, well, he doesn't look down at Quali. He looks down at Biff and says, I have not just nearly died against a dragon.
Neither have I, sir.
Yeah, me either. I'm actually feeling pretty good. So.
Yeah.
That's enough. Now, I will not belly insults more than once, but you have just done my city a great service, and so that will be forgiven. Back away from them. They are free to go.
Wait, we were gonna be arrested?
Only
Yeah,
that one.
is that an unreasonable question to ask?
This city is protected by other measures. For an army to reach the city, an army that would be able to attack, it would be noticed before it got here. And so we only have a force large enough to deal with internal trouble. A dragon from the sky is something that we are not. We did not think that we had to be prepared for. But I will be reconsidering that notion. Now, you all are staying somewhere in the town. Somewhere in the bazaar, I imagine. And he sort of throws his head north to where the bazaar is.
No, we're actually been at the nicest inn in town.
And what would that be?
Would I know? Could I make a deception check to know?
Make a history check, because you've been here before.
History. Okay, not my strongest, but 15.
It would be the Satine Lounge.
Yeah, actually, we've been in the penthouse of the Satine Lounge.
Very
That's where we
well.
booked accommodations when we got here.
I will have the money I promised sent there. I need more trouble from you, even if it's only a loose tongue, and I will not prevent
And
my men.
you're covering our bill at the inn too, right?
I did not promise that before you insulted us.
We did save your whole city, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure the trouble that you think we've caused.
And
Was-
just being arrested for an insult? What?
a question even, not even an insult.
Yeah.
None of you are governors. None of you rule cities and command respect. And so
We
I
just
will give
slay
you the benefit.
dragons.
And command respect.
Right. And he whispers something to one of the guards.
Can I try to see if I heard?
Sure, make a perception check.
Cool. 24.
Yeah, he said, tell the owners of the Satine Lounge that these people will only be allowed to stay another night.
I think
Tell them that make sure the minibar is fully stocked, please.
I must command respect from those that I am to guide and rule. If I am questioned by those who are simply stopping by, albeit those who have done a great service to the city, in a manner that questions my authority and my competence, I am not going to be in power very long if I allow myself to be questioned. Because then, and he sort of throws his hand back to the assembled common folk, they will begin to ask questions any time a single grain of rice goes missing. So, the rest of the time that you are here, I will give you a piece of advice. I have very, very many ears. And then they turn and they begin to shuffle away.
I only saw 2 ears.
Yeah, I wonder if you hear if I call him a dork.
Where do you think the
I
other
don't know.
ears
I would-
were?
prefer we not get arrested.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't think I was going to get arrested for asking a question after we'd saved the city from a dragon. Is that...
Yeah.
Bold of him to do it in front of the people who saw us kill the dragon.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. I think he's already...
Arresting us for killing the dragon.
trying to prevent unrest among them? Like, that's...
I think even that speech that he just gave is going to create quite an uprise amongst the people that watched us save them. So,
It's dancing around on
They
this
know who slayed the
penis-shaped
dragon.
path
They know
over
it's
here.
us.
Yeah,
Wait, I heard that there's city guards.
once the satrap moved on, you do see that the bishop has started to give a preview for his sermon tomorrow.
Herbalife.
Oh boy.
Let's go. I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of that.
Okay, so you all want to go and stay at the Satine Lounge?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you all are just moving on from the
We've
dragon.
collected everything there is to collect from it.
Okay.
Oh,
So you all go to a very nice inn that I didn't make a map for. So, Mind's Eye, let's do it. It's at the top of the bazaar. It is a very, very slim building, so once you're inside, the rooms aren't as large as you imagined. You each have your own room. It seems like there is large, it's a very soft sort of tile where it feels very pleasant to walk across barefoot. In the middle of each of the rooms, there is a sort of dip, and then inside of this dip, there is a level that is like the size of a bench, but it goes all the way around it. And there's an odd hole at the bottom, and there's 4 faucets at each of the corners. And you realize that you have a bath in the middle of your room that you can sit in, like a hot tub in our world. You see that your bed is the size of... if Stevia were here, she would feel a little small in these beds.
oh wow.
There is there's not a mini bar, but there is a wine rack in each of the rooms. There is a small dining set. But I'm going to assume that for now you all will be together, or are you taking a rest, or what's the plan?
Sybil would like to talk to the owners.
Okay, yeah. There are a pair of elegantly dressed middle-aged men who are talking to each other when you walk into this room that you do not have rooms in this building.
Karen Erickson.
Hi.
Hello.
My party and I, we had just slayed the dragon,
Oh, that
and
was
we had...
you.
Yes. But anyway, we ran into your, I guess, mayor?
Oh, the satrap. Yes.
Yes, he said to one of his men that we couldn't stay another night here.
Oh, then
But I'd
you
assume
cannot stay another night then.
his word is law, even though we had just saved your city.
Yes. I don't want to lose my business. Certainly, I appreciate you saving the city, but I would not be here if I did not have a establishment to run. And so, I apologize, but if you had bought another night, we can check our records and reimburse you for the amount that you paid.
No, I have a few questions about him.
About the satrap?
Yes, how long has he been in power for?
15 years?
Was he democratically elected or...
What?
What's that?
I'm not familiar with this area. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, he was elected by the previous Shah.
All right. And have you felt your business has improved because of his reign?
Oh, absolutely. He's a very wise ruler, and he has an eye for business and what's good for us. He's
Not a capitalist.
He's improved
me.
the city quite a bit. Quite a bit. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, we'll be out the next night, but I do hope we get our refunds if you don't mind.
Oh, of course, I apologize. We will refund you if we find it in the funds. Yes.
Right, thanks.
Go check the records. And you see the man he was speaking to go over and start reading from a large book. And he says, "Did you turn in your keys when you left before?"
No.
Oh, then, if you need to rest, then you know where your rooms are.
Our arrival was just prior to the, dragon coming down, so
Yeah, we
forget
actually
that things are out of order.
we lost our copy of the key in the dragon fight, the big dragon fight where we killed the dragon.
Make a
You
deception
guys have
check with
Do you
disadvantage.
guys have an extra one?
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
13.
Very well then. What room... What was the name that you used to reserve the room?
Damn, this is so much more complicated than I thought it would be.
Sebastian.
Ah, Sebastian. And
Improv.
he looks over and says, Sebastian! Check under the name Sebastian.
You may have heard of him. He's the Dragon Slayer. He's the one that killed the dragon. That saved your
Chopped
city.
down the trees with his golden axe.
Yes, he's the very one and the same.
He's the one who killed the dragon. We wouldn't have indicated that in the notes, but they want you to know. And he is flipping. I don't have a Sebastian here, sir. He looks back and says, well, perhaps there was a mistake. Would you like to reserve a room now? I suppose that the Shah, you can't stay another night, but if you haven't stayed one, you can stay one.
Ah. Yes.
All right.
And
Yeah, he said he was putting us up in the your finest suite.
Oh, of course. That will be 60 gold each for each of you to have your own room.
whew,
Hmm. Yeah, he said he was there. The city's footing the bill for all this. So
Well, certainly. I'll need a bit of collateral from each of you. Or a written missive from the Shah or one of his officers.
When he talked about the platinum, did he give us that and the sapphires and rubies right then and there?
No, he asked where you all were staying.
Okay.
So that he could send it there.
when
would you take?
For another night, and technically they never even wrote us down.
We
I guess
could
we'll-
go get the Shah right now. We'll go get him and bring him back, and you'll hear it from his own mouth. How about that? Is that acceptable?
No.
No. Of course.
what?
How much collateral?
The equivalent of 50 gold shall suffice.
Total for all the rooms?
From each of you.
So it's
Let me get
60
that back
gold,
when
but
we
you
check
want
out.
50 gold for the collateral.
I would like something that is the equivalent of 50 gold or 50 gold from each of you, so that if you decide to leave and the Shah reveals that he never told you that he would pay the expense himself, I am not out 240 gold, but instead 40 gold.
I say the Shah is going to deliver something here for us. We give you gold for one room so it can be delivered, and
Very well, then 50 gold will suffice for collateral for your single room.
yeah, Sybil's just gonna hand it over.
All right.
Very well, thank you.
Apologies for the trouble.
Of course.
Could I see what he does with that gold?
Yeah, he hands it to his footman, who puts it into one of the drawers, and you see him doing some business with it down there.
Can you provide us with a receipt, please, so this doesn't happen again?
Oh, of course, and he writes down on a piece of paper 50 gold in exchange for collateral of a single room, 4 people, 2 half-elves. Elf? Question mark? Goliath.
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 Halfling.
That's a halfling, sir.
We get mixed up all the time.
When our package is sent to us here, that is proof enough that the Shah believes that we're staying here, correct?
That is not how business has been conducted in the past.
But I mean, if we're using just regular old logic, though, wouldn't that suffice?
Yeah, you said
What?
you need proof that the Shah said that we're staying here. The Shah sent something to us here, which means the
you're
Shah believes that we're
you're
staying
making
here.
many a jump. If A equals B and B equals C,
It's called
F does not-
heightening.
F does not equal B.
What?
Well, I mean,
Listen,
It's
I'm
simple
trying
logic.
to-
You,
I'm
you
trying
have
to
referred,
find
you
the
have
game.
referred to logic. I am studied in logic. If A, then B.
Oh, you haven't studied mathematics, it seems.
well, you said if A equals B and B equals C,
I misspoke.
and logically following
I
that
misspoke.
pattern,
There's
F
one
would
of me,
equal
and
B.
there's one of me, and me has already been several people tonight. If A, then B, and if B, then C. F is not simply B because you wish it so.
It's not a wish, though. I'm saying logically.
No, there is no logic to that. Explain your logic to it.
Okay, I'm trying to. Will you allow me to? Will you stop saying letters out loud?
My logic is that we just saved your entire city. You
Yeah.
would definitely be dead right now if it weren't for us.
And the Shah is sending.
And I have no proof that you did that either.
I can show
I
you.
am holding the horn that I got off.
Yeah.
Just like
Hold
hooked
up.
over my
I've
shoulder.
got 3 lesser potions bottles worth of dragon blood right here.
Can I just let that roll onto the ground and thud?
I have given you a room. Here.
Okay.
And he goes over to the desk and he pulls out 30 of the gold. He says, take this, the 20 will be good. When the messenger from the Shah comes, I will request the missive myself.
You better hope I don't meet someone named Yelp.
Now who's the Karen?
Wait, who?
Alright, I guess that's how your city treats people.
He gives you
this is all we're gonna
a
get.
key that will take you to the 5th floor. And I am making the map as we go.
My logic made sense, right, Beth?
I think so.
I hate being called on it because I don't actually know if I'm making sense. Man, improv's hard.
I have a question for you, armored man, Khalid.
That's your brother. Oh, me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know my brother. Have you ever, I don't know, made a joke before? Has he? Sybil's gonna turn to him.
He's new to it. He just broke edge, alright? Like he's just now starting to live life. So
Are you telling me that improv was his very first introduction to having, like, fun?
close
My
to
life
it?
has
Yeah.
been very serious.
He's a serious dude. I mean, he's really. I'm amazed that he even tried improv. Honestly, he's really grown a lot. I think in our travels.
I chose not to murder a child recently, and now I'm kind of happier.
You made a decision not to murder a child.
This is true.
It was real iffy. Let me tell you, it was close.
Did they have it coming?
It was solely based on, I think it would be considered race, which is not great to say out loud, but but I must confirm I made the choice not to murder them.
Thorin visibly cringes.
Yep, no, me too.
Yeah, Sybil's just staring at him in horror.
I think the child part was more important.
You all come to a very fancy door, and you're able to open it up. And inside, you have your fancy room. The stone floor is a beautiful carved marble. There is the central sort of dip of a bath, and you can see that there are dividers to be put up around each of your beds for privacy. There's a large table that could be sat at for communal meals. There's a small kitchen set nearby, some wine. The walls have large, beautiful paintings of people engaged in special alone time parent acts. And there's some greenery around the room, and on all of the walls there are curtains, but you feel that if you remove them, you would see the beautiful Kizarkand skyline. You're in the tallest building, so not really, but you would see the beautiful city of Kizarkand.
Does anyone else think it's weird that his literal word is just law? I don't know. Don't they have to, like, pass orders?
Yeah, this is a weird place. I mean, I think we probably should move on from here soon. I mean, we have people to find. We have. I mean, this is just we saved their city. We saved their whole city. And
Not even It's just,
It's been fighting tooth and nail with him after that. It's a weird place.
yeah, I don't know why I tried to reason with that rich asshole.
Which one?
The owner.
Ah, indeed.
Probably could have gotten a free room at the bazaar.
Yeah.
I
But
think we
this
could have
is,
stayed with my improv teacher.
This is pretty nice.
Your improv teacher was who?
You know. He went.
You can't even
Lady-
improv a name?
Lady, you know.
I would never lie to you, madam. Anyways, I'm gonna go to this bed. Matches my clothes.
I'm going to get the wine. I think the kitchenette was over here, maybe. Crack open a bottle of wine and not pour it into a glass. Just start drinking it from the bottle. I'll offer another bottle to pass around if anyone wants any.
Yeah, I'm taking the bottle.
Okay.
Did Ben say the middle is a bathtub thing?
Yep.
Still? Okay, I'm gonna go and fill that.
So,
I haven't bathed in 6 months.
yeah, I know.
Ouch.
Wait, that was the smell?
That's not the smell.
That's a smell. It's one of them. There are several in our group. Seems like there are a few in yours too. Actually, I gotta say, definitely some smells happening.
Jerky.
Yeah, I think it probably is part of it for sure. But what's our next move, guys? What are we?
How do we even find them?
I don't even know where to start. I wonder how deep this is. This could be like a full-on swimming pool for me.
Yeah, it's about 5.5 feet deep. So for you,
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm dead on swimming. Then I'm not. I cannot touch the bottom.
Yeah, the seat is like 2 feet from the top, so that you can, and it's long. It's like wide, so you can sort of recline it up to your chin.
I'll kick back. Sorry, I've undressed. I hope.
Yeah,
everyone-
Sybil has turned completely away.
There are dividers in the room.
I don't think Biff
Where?
and I care at
No,
all.
I'm just telling you. These things are like dividers, like that you changed behind in Victorian England.
I'll say, I'm sorry for my friend and I. We're very, very open. How about this? And I cast prestidigitation on the water to make it like a mirror surface, like a reflective, so you can't see below the surface.
Soren, is it good?
Is it good? Like,
Yeah, it's good.
okay, it's good.
Okay.
Oh
Sybil's
yeah,
gonna
it's
take it.
good.
I have a question. Is Khalid bathing with the mask on or without it?
No, I don't wear I only wear the mask in battle now, so I haven't had the mask on this whole time.
I'm just gonna pass Sybil the bottle of wine.
Yeah, she's gonna take a big swig.
So it was a dragon spell that they cast, right? That separated us. Is that?
Yep.
That's what happened. Okay.
Must be.
This is one of the few scenarios where thoughts and prayers might actually give us some kind
Would there
of.
be any sort of arcane residue in that area? Would Biff know that?
I could talk to Esnala. Maybe she would know where. Maybe because Stevie and I are her only followers. Maybe she would know where Stevie is.
That's a good plan. You say you could actually speak to your god? I've never known anyone that actually can really communicate with their god.
This is kind of special circumstances, I guess.
Yeah.
I've physically met my god.
Oh, wow.
She
All
wasn't
I can say.
like
For some people.
fully a god when we met her either. Like no followers or anything.
Well, see, that's interesting. That actually, be the god you wish to see in the world, right?
Sure, I mean, she's
But
actually
yeah,
a
you say you
living,
can.
breathing god, but yeah.
Maybe she could find her companions, though?
Maybe.
Certainly worth a shot.
Um, yeah, I think Sybil's going to try to like get comfy on a bed. I don't. How does Soren pray?
Just like a meditation kind of thing, which he's gonna do.
Okay, cool. Sybil's just gonna like mimic that because I think that's the only way she's really seen it done so
Sure.
much.
And Soren, you're praying too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Sybil, you start to pray, and you feel like Esnala is sort of busy, but she does tell you,
Leave a message.
she's closer than you think, and I think her and your brother are heading back to you.
So stay put.
I wouldn't leave the city.
Okay.
And Soren, when you pray, for the first time pretty much ever, you feel the direct influence of Lotus. As you get the sense that something is going on. You feel as if the connection between the two of you is like wavering. But he's trying to reach out to you and give you some type of message. And then you see the desert, and in the middle of it, in your mind's eye, you see structures, you see human-built things, and you see a trail following a singular gray cloud of snow coming towards the city. And when the cloud is above it, you see lightning strike down and not strike a single structure or a single living thing. And then you see it begin to rain, and out of the desert grows a lush field around the city. And then you see the clouds grow darker and more powerful.
Well, I could need another bottle.
What if we just sort of say it's on what's his name? Oh, Sybil comes out of her meditation.
You want to say what?
You know, we just say put it on the bill and then never pay the bill.
All the wine, you mean?
Maybe, but I guess that might not be a good idea. As Nala told me,
Honestly,
it's-
I saw their setup down there. I think it would be pretty easy to rob this place blind, to be frank. Looks like they're just putting money in drawers. Maybe there's like a simple keyhole or something, but...
If that's not our way. What would
Yeah.
Zakar say to that? I think Zakar would do it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, these people have been kind of dicks, so I'm not feeling too bad about it, honestly. I mean, look at the way they live. Look at this setup. This isn't even the nicest room in the place, you know?
as Nala, she told me that they're on their way back to us, that we should maybe just stay in the city for a bit.
Who is Aznala?
She's the goddess of rebirth.
Not
She,
heard of this god.
like I
believe I have
said,
either.
only Stevia and I are her followers.
Oh,
We kind of made her a god, I guess, by following her.
you made her a god or you made her up?
No, she's real.
Hmm.
My brother, I mean, Soren can vouch for the fact that he's met her, and he's he's a cleric of another god, sorry. Um, she's real. We met her. We met her parents.
Okay. I believe you. So rob this place, you say, Biff.
Maybe we should do that on the last day.
Yeah, maybe when they get back to us.
Okay.
Maybe we could. I don't know. Maybe we could swing them into hosting us for a night of music where we regale the ballad of the slaying of the dragon.
Trying to get booked. Okay.
Make more money that way. I don't know.
But that leader guy said that he said that we couldn't stay another night. And they're definitely going to listen to him. I think, like...
Maybe this place will, but I don't know that the whole town will.
No, I agree. I think some place in the bazaar, like Soren said, that they might just take us in for free. Or I'm sorry, he might have said that. It's just been a long day.
But you from speaking to your god, you know that they are safe?
I don't know that
The missing ones?
I don't know if they're safe. I just know that they're headed back towards us. She seems busy.
She's busy. Now, Biff, there's also the option. I mean, we know of another dragon.
What?
I mean, we know another dragon. Maybe they can cast a spell to bring our friends back.
But what? Would they though?
Oh, I don't know. They were asleep the last time we met them.
Yeah, I don't know if
You stole its kid.
yeah, we did take its child from it.
But they don't know that.
But they also don't know that we know it, so I don't.
It's true. It's a lot of not knowings
It'd be
happening.
risky. As we're kind of relaxing, I'm gonna ask Soren about those throat cords, those vocal cords.
Is there a storm outside?
You can't see it. The curtains are closed.
Did I hear thunder?
You did?
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Biff. You're asking about throats.
Oh no! Hey, was that you, Soren? Did you do that, thunder?
Logan?
Your friend might be catatonic. Your brother, I mean.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh.
just give him a moment.
He's gone. He left the room. Like, hopefully he's stealing money from this place.
Yeah, just there's a crash of thunder when Biff goes to ask Soren about the vocal cords. Not necessarily for any reason.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes my mic cuts out on the Facebook audio thing. My thing with Lotus, did I get good or bad vibes from it?
You're not sure. Seems like a bit of both, maybe.
And this Crash of Thunder, I saw the city we're in. I saw Kizarkan.
It was a city that was not completely unlike Kizarkand, yeah.
So, not crazy to assume this storm going on right now correlate.
Could be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and. Are there any windows? Like which
Yes,
direction?
the whole room has windows.
Okay.
Biff has asked you a question about the vocal cords.
Yeah.
that you got. I
Um,
don't know if you're ignoring him or if you didn't hear it.
yeah, I am just gonna pull them out and like lay them on this table over here, and like on top of a cloth, and just like motion to them. You can have a look.
Oh, okay. I think
It'll be more of a use to you than it would be to me.
we'll check them out. It's not
Stringed
priority.
instrument, bowstring maybe. Probably an instrument for you. I'm gonna look outside.
Yep, you open the drapes, and you do see the city is not looking great. Broadly speaking, the public garden was frozen, one of the buildings has crashed down, and it seems like there's a little bit of disarray. But you do see about 10 hours away by horseback, far, far to the south, about the way that you came here. You can see there is an odd cloud that is moving at about the speed of a horse. It is traveling, it's not like you have keen mind or anything, but you feel like it's going the way that you traveled on the road. Like what would be directly beneath the cloud is on the road.
That's not good.
You're not
What's going on
going
out
to get struck by lightning again, are you?
No? City might.
Oh, fun.
Do you think the masked people, you know the
Yeah.
ones. I know we were teleported and all, but do you think they could have followed us out here? Could have sensed us some way?
I mean, unless they're incredibly powerful wizards, maybe. I mean, one of them was definitely powerful, but
As you're saying incredibly powerful wizards, I'm just gonna look at you like a... Uh-huh.
yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, they might have been able to. Why?
I don't know. I had bad feelings about later. Something's coming.
You
How
mentioned
much
masked ones.
Not like your mask, like...
Sorry to over to eavesdrop on your conversation, but you are shouting from across the room. It seems.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just assuming it has really good acoustics, like a tall ceiling.
Oh yeah, cathedral vibe.
Yeah.
Who are these masked ones you mentioned?
Well, do you know about? I mean, do we say it? I mean, we killed a dragon with these people.
I mean,
I'm asking Sybil.
yeah, they also stole a dragon's egg. I think they probably could handle it.
Yeah. Do you want to take this one or should I?
Go ahead. Floor's
Um,
yours.
Man, this is intense.
Yeah, evil masked folk, white mask, followers of a god called Naya, trying to kill all other gods or something along those lines, trying to kill us.
Biff, do you think these are the same that we met?
I mean, it stands to reason. I don't know too many. I don't know of many like white masked cultures or villages or anything. So it seems like they would match up.
You'd know them from the audacity.
I mean, another thing about them is they're definitely cultists of some sort. Hardcore worshippers.
To remind you, Zakar the other day did show you all an echelon mask. Or not an echelon, sorry, not an echelon, adjudicator mask.
Ah, yes, we've already had this conversation.
I don't think we talked
No,
about it in
yeah,
detail.
you didn't go into specifics. He basically showed it to you all, and you and Sebastian was like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" And then you all didn't talk about it.
Yeah. Zakar had one of their masks.
Oh, yes, then it is the ones we have met. They were quite a handful.
Yeah, well, we kind of pissed a bunch of them off.
Yes, I think we did as well.
I don't blame you. They seem like real dicks.
And you think they're on their way here, Soren? Is that what you were elucidating?
Something is on its way here. I don't know if it's them. Just think we should be prepared. So
I mean, we should probably rest then.
yeah, well, we definitely have time to rest. It's just want everyone to be
Yes,
prepared
on their.
on the off chance.
Maybe we should take watches in the sense of just, someone being able to wake everyone up if something goes down.
Mhm.
That's probably a good idea.
I sleep pretty hard.
All right. So if you all are going to go to sleep at this point, we will be taking a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
So we'll be back at 7:44.
Cool.
Do we want to set watch order first, or do that when we come back?
We can do it when we get back.
All right.
I think we've already got one person. Wait for a second. Sorry, everybody, that you're going to see a little bit of housekeeping. Here we go. Hey, you can't be rude to every authority figure and expect everything to go fine.
No. Let me be mean.
I mean, yeah, I did forget the other day when we were talking about the meanness. Biff and Sybil are pretty much tied.
Yeah, we have a lot of people in this group that are just very
Yeah,
rough.
this is the blunt mean group. Khalid is like the nicest person here.
Biff's gotten a little more mean recently, I feel like. I don't know why, but...
You've
Maybe
started.
going down
You
that
got
path.
a job again.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's when my descriptions of fights became more violent. No, yeah, like literally right now, the team in the Manticore cave was like, let's all work together.
Yeah.
Let's be friends with each other. We're in this funky cave.
Meanwhile, we're just like, wow, asshole, you're not even going to revive all of them?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, Boris Yeltsin, why don't you heal more people? There's no music right now, so I should keep talking. So next week we will be returning to it'll be group one again. So that will be nice, because it will be the group back to the way that it is. Who knows if they'll maybe if some people might show up at the end of this session to set everything back to rights. And next week will be Sunday, and then we will go to our block of Mondays after that, with the A team followed by the Lion's Hope, and then we'll be back to the Thorns. And when we get back to the Thorns, they'll be right as rain, back to normal,
Mean as ever.
mean as ever.
Nice again.
And so the Sunken World Saga, we've got a Twitter account, an Instagram account, a YouTube channel that is updated semi-frequently. By semi-frequently, I mean there's a video up there after every stream, but it takes a little bit for it to have like the right thumbnail and a description and be put into the right playlist. And I apologize for that, but I am a working boy. I do jobs. I have a singular job, actually. But yeah, so we're about to jump right back into it in about 2 minutes. I had a whole lot of caffeine today, so I am very tired in my upper face, but my mouth is able to keep going. And going 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 and going. That's just because I have a big tongue. I could have said and going more and more. Hey, we got 8 viewers, so I should probably stop just having a breakdown.
Scared them away.
Yeah. We will be back in 2 minutes. I am going to get a drink. Does anybody have any time to kill?
Man, that's the thing about Herbalife, is it will really pick you up and put you down.
Just one right after the other, several times in a row.
Yep, that's the truth. I think Waleed's going to have trouble sleeping because I think Zakar usually talks him to sleep.
Yeah, cuddle buddy.
Yeah. Tell me about the bunnies, George.
That would be a dark episode.
I think it would. I think we shouldn't go too far into that one.
We're starting in just a second. I'm about to add one person that I will remove. And you know what? I'll be taking Aaron out of this group after the call. But where is he? Where's my buddy? Where are you? I'm friends with one other person with that first name. All right. There we go.
Also, I will say, you acted like we weren't working together. We were working together.
No, you all are working together. I'm just saying that
We're just not working with the workies.
I put the team that would have been like, oh, let's not cause a ruckus and be dicks. I put them away from people who wanted to talk to them. And put you all who would have loved to kill some Manticore.
Yep.
Alrighty, and we're back to it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sunken World Saga, Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition live stream. 4 groups, 4 player characters. Tonight it's the Thorns, but they're split with the first adventuring group, Adventuring Group 1. They're in a hotel room, an inn, a penthouse of the inn. They've decided to go to sleep. They're going to set a watch order right now.
I think I should go last.
I'll
That way
go
I can
first.
Don my armor.
I want to play around with these vocal cords a little bit, so I'll go first.
I'll go second.
Maybe we should only take 3 watches, and the young one can get a full night's sleep because he's a growing boy.
I'll take the last watch.
Then I will take the 3rd.
Okay. Then Biff, make an Arcana check, and then do a perception check for me. Please. Okay, pretty good. So while Biff is going over the strings, they notice that essentially, yeah, you could strip these down. It would basically be, in order to make it so that it would work with your dulcimer, you would have to basically shave each of them down to about half of their size right now. But in doing so, you would refine them to the point that you would be able to turn your dulcimer into a magical instrument.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to do that. If I can do that undeterred throughout my watch.
Sure. Make another perception check then, because it'll be a disadvantage if you're trying to do this right away.
8.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really notice anything. You look outside the window a few times, and you see, people moving around. It seems like there's kind of like a curfew. Not really like spoken. Doesn't seem like it's being like actively enforced or anything. It's just like not good to be in the street. Everybody's being home with their family. And then you manage to get one of them strung perfectly, and then the other one you want to take a little bit more time because it's just a little bit more of an awkward position. It's the further fret or further thing that you use to tune the strings.
Yeah, the peg.
Yeah, you know what that's called. And you get the sense that if you use your highest level spell slot for 1 week in a row after long rests, you can basically turn this into the flute that flute player had back in that tavern that you were a dick to.
So I cast if I cast what is it, 4th level spell, I think.
Yeah.
Once every day this week.
Yep.
It'll become like a hallucinogen inducer.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be this week. If you have a week of downtime, you could do it
Just
then.
a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Yeah, and you manage to do that, and you feel like, oh, your next long rest, you'll be able to get that string on there perfect. But
Yeah.
your watch is done, and it's Sybil time.
Okay.
Can everybody put their token on their bed while they're in bed?
25.
Okay. Yeah, you have a sort of uneventful watch. You look outside, and you can see in the distance. You actually see another priest, not the Ryothi family of light priest, but the priest that you saw Soren sort of watch for a little bit before, is sort of giving a vigil and passing out candles and a little bit of food and wine to some people near the collapsed building. But otherwise, you don't really notice anything amiss down below.
Okay.
And you can go back to sleep. Khalid, you have had your longest period of rest, so I will tell you what you dream, because you do have a strange dream. You recall when you were in a temple to a ancient, cruel god finding trapped beneath a cage of glass a phoenix. You remember watching it be reborn, burning away, becoming ash, and the ash flooded to your mask, just like it had when you burned the captain of the pack. Your dream at once shows the phoenix and shows you, Khalid, at the time of your rebirth by fire. And you wake up and you smell ash, but you're not sure why. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes. I definitely don't know why.
Okay. Yeah.
9. Sorry.
Sure. So your watch, you notice a sliver of something by the window, and a 22 hits your armor class, right? Brian?
Yes, sorry, I muted myself for some reason.
Yeah. A dart catches you right on your Adam's apple.
Ugh.
And you are silenced for 6 seconds.
Ugh.
As rushing into the room, you see a group of young men with axes, pickaxes, hatchets, knives, small spears, rushing in. There are a whole lot of them. I'm sorry, I'm moving it. They are wearing simple tunics, not a whole lot in the way of armor, but they have come in. See, a few of them are just in, like, pants. And they come in and swarm around you. And a few of them will be getting a surprise round.
Okay.
As they rush in.
Jeez
One more.
Louise.
One more. And, yep, they're coming at you. And you are going to be attacked 6 times. First one is a dirty 20.
Nope.
Okay, doesn't hit, doesn't hit, doesn't hit, and a natural 20.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is going to be one of the ones with his short spear, so you will take 4 points of piercing damage, and you are able to speak.
Does this reduce it by 3? Is it a non-magic?
That is correct. You take 1 point of piercing damage, and you are able to speak again.
You are all fools for attacking me. And just me. It's me. And then I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite and attack.
Oh,
one
well,
of
you'll
them.
have to roll initiative. I was just.
Oh,
giving
I'm
you-
sorry. Okay.
I have to let my puppy dog in, so everyone can describe how you wake up.
Yeah. I'm the only one that can't describe how I woke up. Biff, how did you wake up?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was already describing it. I wake up groggily, but seeing my friend in trouble, I'm gonna grab Tree Needle and pull it out of its scabbard. It's not on my belt, so I'm just gonna discard the scabbard for the time being, and kind of shoulder my loot. And yeah, I'll just like prepare, make sure. I'm gonna holler out to everyone. Sybil, Soren, you guys see what I'm seeing?
Sybil like jolts up and her hair is in curlers, but yeah, like 50 South swipe curlers. Everyone is correct for assuming that.
Get a green face mask on.
No face mask.
Cucumbers on your eyes.
That would be nice.
She just has the 2 steaks of dragon meat on her eyes.
It's the newest facial.
Soren is a 10 and Qualid is a 2. What are Sybil and Biff's initiatives?
Soren's white noise machine is too loud, so he doesn't hear anything that's happening.
I have to pull off my sleep apnea machine. And Sora goes, huh?
Alrighty. Okay. Then Biff, you are up first. So Biff, you are woken up by Qualid screaming.
Do we have the benefit of a long rest? Have we?
You
reset
had
here?
the first rest, so yes, you do. Sybil does not. Soren does not.
Did I?
Damn.
Wait,
You
but
do.
Soren was the longest.
Oh,
was
right,
the
sorry.
last
Okay,
one.
yeah. Soren and Biff do. Qualid does not. I apologize.
Okay.
I had my
Nice.
wires crossed.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of bed to this location here, and I am going to cast Thunder Wave at a 4th level on all of these people here, right in front of me. So it's a DC 17 Constitution,
Okay.
and if they fail that, they get pushed 10 feet directly away from me.
Yep, a bunch of corpses get shoved away from you.
Yeah, just first row dod them off the balcony here.
Well, they're still in the room. They just pile up against this wall.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, it's more fun.
They all died?
Yep. It
Alright, guys,
does half damage if they save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then half of 23 is more than 2.
Hey guys, they don't seem very strong, Khalid. You could probably take them all out in one big swipe, I would imagine.
Alright, Sybil, it's your turn.
How's the lighting in the room?
It is dark. Luckily, everybody in here has dark vision.
Oh, okay, cool. Sybil is. Yeah, Sybil's just going to say, "What the fuck is going on?" and cast Fairy Fire on the boys surrounding Qualid.
Okay.
So I guess they all have to.
Yeah, they all fail. Or it's Dex, right?
Okay.
Okay, then they might do well on
it
Dex.
is.
Yeah, okay. 2 of them definitely succeed because they got over 20. But the rest of them...
Oh wait, that's 60 feet range. I'm not thinking right. But she wouldn't be either. She's sleepy. So from there, 10 feet. I guess it only gets these two, or this boy.
Do you want to move?
I guess I could, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sybil's gonna move closer so she's within 60 feet and cast it on all them boys.
Okay.
She's
that's
sleepy.
sleepy depth perception, you know.
Yeah, exactly, thank you.
Okay.
She tries it the first time, it doesn't go well. She gets up out of the bed and she's like, okay, seriously, what the fuck?
I think Qualid
And
has to
then-
save against that too, though.
Oh, yep. Please do.
I will be able to.
Yeah, sure. Oh,
Alrighty.
Probably
So
would be.
Qualid also has a outline, and now it is the thief's turn. This one is going to try to break and run.
through the pool, through the bath.
I assume that you all drained it.
I'm gonna punch him in the
Oh.
face.
Yeah, make an unarmed strike.
With advantage?
Yeah, 16 will. Yeah, make it with advantage.
Okay. And this is add 2, so 24.
Okay, yeah, you hit him.
And is it just 1 damage, or because I don't have like a tavern
It's
brawler?
1 plus your strength, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, so 6 damage.
Yep, he dies.
Well, it was a punch, so
No, he falls in the pool.
it
Breaks
drowns.
his
These two go over and start rooting through your things.
Oh,
All these idiots. What
that's
do they
my
do?
things.
This one is going to come over here and is going to lift a small reed to his mouth and is going to spit something. That is a 19. Does that hit your armor class, Biff?
I believe it does.
Okay. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. 19.
Okay, you're good. Then these two are going to just attack you, Qualid. The first one got a 22.
That hits.
Okay. You will take 4 points of piercing damage, reduced to 1. And the second one is going to attack you. It is a 17, so that'll miss.
Yep.
Okay, and that is the thief's turn. Now, Soren, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna wake up. I have my shield on now, strapped. I'm just gonna point at this guy right here and cast Toll the Dead. So he needs to succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, does it do half damage if he succeeds?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, then let's see. DC 16 Constitution?
17. Wisdom.
Oh, he got a 19, and his wisdom is -1, so he is still up.
Alright. Then I'm also gonna cast Spiritual Weapon after I move down here. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit, no. He just manages to dance away.
It is over there. So it's right in between them.
Gotcha. Okay. Then that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Qualid, it's your turn.
Ben, I put in the chat, but you can roll advantage on those strikes against me
Sure.
to see if the other one hits, and
Nope,
or
you got a
20.
natural 1.
Okay.
If
All
you
right,
wanted to take possibly no damage or 1 damage or 2 damage.
I'm going to throat strike both of these people. Jesus. And then that one, I guess, is at advantage, or they're both at advantage. But yeah, so 14 does not hit the one, right?
Nope.
But the other one, I rip his throat in half.
Yep. You do what Soren did when he pulled out the vocal cords, you do to this guy.
Kalima!
And he just falls to the ground and he is dead.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Then we go back to the top of the order. Biff, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm going to move up here and viciously mock this fellow. Could say, man, your friends Sure did die fast.
What's your DC?
All of your friends are dead. 17.
Okay. He got a 16, so. And he falls over dead.
You die fast too. Good job. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Sybil, it's your turn.
Sybil's gonna slap her cheeks, wake herself up, and then point her finger at this fellow right there and just say, "You're really pathetic, you know that?" and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
Yes. The DC is not 12, it's 16.
Okay. Well, he got a 7, so he will fail.
Okay, so then he gets 12 radiant
I
damage
mean,
done on
I
him.
guess technically he would have got a 9, but yeah, he gets 12 radiant damage, and he falls over dead.
Oh, wait. It's a 13. Oh, wait, I put it in there. Okay, it's a 13 because it's my wisdom DC. It's still failed. Anyway, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Now it is Thief's turn. This guy is going to dart around, and he doesn't know. So he's just going to sprint. And he is going to get here, and he is going to take the large sack of coin and chuck it out the window.
That son of a bitch.
And that's his turn. The other one is going to...
Is that all of my money, you mean?
Yep, and the other one is going to attack you twice, Qualid.
Good luck.
It is a 21.
That hits.
Alrighty, let's see. You take -2 damage. Just kidding. Yeah.
Feels great.
Okay, and that is his turn. Soren, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move. I think it's like 20, 30 feet here. Just blocking the window. And then let me double check how far Spiritual Weapon can move. Yeah, it's 20 feet. So it is going to move like the 20 feet over here, but not close enough to do anything. And then I'm just going to do another Toll the Dead on this guy in front of me.
Okay. What was the DC again?
17.
Okay, he got a 15.
All right. Yeah.
I think you get to roll more D8 than that, though.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, sorry, the one actually wouldn't have done it. Thank you. Okay, and that's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Qualid, it is your turn.
I will punch him in the face and say, "That was all of my money."
Okay.
And there we go.
Yep, you hit him.
Yes, you're dead. Ha
Alright.
Fool.
Yep, you knock him over, and he is dead on the ground. You all have about 12 dead young men in your room.
Is the coin pouch out of sight already? Can
I see it out the window at all?
When you look
Are there more
down,
men down there?
You can see there is one. He looks like he is 11 years old. You see a man, a boy dressed the same as these men, just sprinting away down the street.
Can I
Waving
cast
60 feet.
like how many feet we talking?
You are on the 5th story, so you are. I don't know. A story is 30 feet, so you.
Qualid,
Yeah.
let's
I think
listen to
it's
that
story.
narrative.
The story
You
is
are going
10
to kill
feet, I
it.
think.
Well, we
You
did say that
are-
we had cathedral-like acoustics.
You are. Let's say it's 20 feet because these are vault.
Let me ask.
You're
this-
100 feet up.
This kid within lightning distance?
Kids within lightning
Jesus.
distance.
No, you're a child. I guess it's okay.
Because I'm not gonna do it, but I just want to stare him down and let him know I could.
All right, you strike. What do? Do you call lightning? What do you?
I'm not calling lightning. I'm just gonna stare him down really angrily. I'm gonna look at Qualid and be like, It's a kid.
Yeah, I've never used money before. It's fine.
Oh wait, he's within
Where did
100.
it come
He's within
from?
100 feet.
He is. I mean, he was running away. So if he was straight below the window, he'd be 100 feet away. Now
Is
So
he
what's the
within
Pythagoreans?
100? Is he within 120 feet?
yes, if you would like.
All right. Well, he's running straight into. If it clicks right, a big old wall of fire
Jesus.
springs up in front of him. Actually, surrounds him in a circle.
And he just barely stops from falling into the fire, and he is just on the ground, shuffling.
Yeah, it's the heat. The heat's directed outside, so he's not going to take
All right.
damage unless he enters the
Let
wall.
me roll. Yeah, natural one. You do set someone's clothes on fire who was walking by. But she is able to pat them out.
Sorry.
All right.
Let's see how this goes. I jump out the window. And then I'm going to cast Misty Step, like halfway down.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna
Momentum
fall
maintains itself.
20 feet.
Yeah.
For the last little bit, so you will take some fall damage.
That's fine. It's not 100 feet, though.
Okay, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you
Reduced
fall
by 3.
down onto the ground.
Okay. And then I'm going to chase the boy.
All right, well, he's in a ring of fire. And when you get close to it, I mean, you do have resistance to fire.
I do. I'm going to run through the fire.
All right.
I
It'll
can
be the
drop it.
scariest
I
thing
can
this
dro-
boy's ever seen.
I could drop it as
No,
well.
don't
He
do
can
it.
close enough
Don't.
to catch it.
Okay.
Don't, Biff.
You take 8 points of fire damage when the 17 is
Reduced to 4?
reduced.
Oh, okay, produce. Okay. 4. Okay.
And you come through the fire, and he goes, please, please, please don't.
Give me my money, boy.
Here, here. And he reaches up, his hands are shaking, and he's just holding it.
I take the bag, and then I give him 10 of the gold. Yeah. Deal with those mixed emotions. And I walk back through the fire.
How long does Wall of Fire last?
I'll drop it after
Okay, he
after
gets up
call
and he
lead.
sprints away.
No, don't. Let him sit there.
It'd only be up to a minute, so.
Why are you bullying a child?
He had it coming.
He's probably already
Bully
pissed his
him.
damn pants.
Getting back what's ours.
All right, and
heard
Quali,
him.
do you come? How do you get back up? Do you walk in through the front door?
I go back into the lobby, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You start climbing those steps.
Yeah, I just say, where's the elevator again? Okay, all right. And I just go back up the stairs.
Alrighty, and Qualide's back.
Oh, hey. Oh, sorry. Hey.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's just my gold. Don't worry. I think that boy will be thinking a lot later. Got him. Go back to sleep.
You all have 12 dead bodies in the room.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna check them out and see if there's any like orders or if there's some sort of coordinated effort or if these guys are like rioters or.
Doesn't seem to be anything in the way of that. It seems like they literally have pouches for putting shit into them, and then the weapons that they brought, and their clothes.
It doesn't look like they're like part of an organization or anything.
No. They are wearing clothes that are of a similar make, but it's probably just the year that they got their clothes in.
Gotcha.
These are all fall fashions. Interesting.
Do they just seem like normal thieves?
Yeah, you're experienced enough with the average thieves. They just seem like small-time crooks. Saw a big score.
And this town hates heroes.
Yeah.
You guys notice that?
More like it's full of overconfident idiots who think, oh, they killed a dragon, they must be weak right now.
Yeah, that was
Ignoring the fact that they killed a dragon
Right.
is the preface to that idea.
Yeah, seriously, I just like yelled at like 8 of them and they died.
So, anyone want to tell the owners they got a bunch of dead bodies up here, or do we just want to leave them for them to find?
We could throw them out the window.
That's
We like
not a
that.
good idea.
I think we
Like
should
make
maybe
art.
report this.
Yeah. Let them know how shoddy their security is. We're 5 stories up.
Leave a
These are young idiots. We're 5 floors in the air, and they managed to get up here.
How'd they do
Yeah.
that?
We should really
I
get
looked out
another
the
day
window.
out of here.
Yeah, there's a ladder.
Ah. Feel like
Can
I
I just
shouldn't have
kick the
jumped
ladder
that.
down?
Yeah, you kick the ladder down. So let me show you what the roof actually looks like, real quick. So I'm going to pulse where it is, and since you all like to play in a way that makes no sense to me, please go over and zoom in where I pulse. So you all are in this building, basically.
I don't see your pulse.
Okay.
It's very far up in the top right corner.
Bizarre. Like, top area.
Yes, and so basically there was a ladder like right here.
Wait, wasn't this building the? Wait, wasn't this the? Wasn't that the improv building?
No,
The
improv building next
is
door.
right here, because there she
Gotcha.
is. I forgot to delete her.
She's still in there.
She's still in there. She's in there counting a whole bunch of money that the
No one
Trap
called
just
scene.
sent over. Yeah, so you kick the ladder down and it crashes down across the way. Are you all going to do anything about the bodies or just go back to sleep?
I think we need to report
Really
this.
want to sleep with the buddies in the room.
Yeah, that's why I think we need to report it.
Maybe request an upgrade.
I'll go back to the lobby. I go back down the stairs.
You go down humming all the way. And you see not the gentleman who spoke to you all haughty-taughtily, but the gentleman who's with him, sort of sleepily manning the desk. He looks up at you.
Hello. We need a little room service on the 5th floor. It seems about 13 to 14 thieves entered the room, and we have a bunch of disposal that needs to be done.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Nah, they were no problem at all.
Yes, here, and he brings up 4 keys and gives them to you and says, there's another floor that isn't by any windows. If you all would like to move your things into there, I can have some men go and clear that out. I do apologize, and
No, it's not your fault. It's not your...
I'll make sure that you're compensated for any emotional or physical damages.
I jumped out the window.
Oh,
None of my friends remarked on how cool that was. I just wanted to mention it here.
well,
I'm
I
gonna.
think that it's very cool.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm just gonna walk up these stairs again.
All right. And he quietly brings the keys up, and there's an identical room with no windows.
We're going to the 4th floor now, I think, or the 6th. I have no idea.
It's just another room on this floor.
It's just another room on this floor. I realized. So get
like
your
those-
things.
The open air plan here is not the most easily secured.
I'm no architect.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Okay, and you all are in another room that looks exactly like this one.
Oh, we should mention in the morning that the thieves drank all that wine in the other room, so we don't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Got
before we leave, could I just like throw the wine bottles and shatter them on the ground around their bodies?
Yeah,
So it looks like they were broken in the tussle.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. So, back to bed. It's my watch anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
I might need to sleep a little extra. Don't know if that's how that works, but I'm going to bed.
Okay, and you all go to sleep, and everybody gets a long rest. It's the morning now.
Morning.
Would there have been like a window in the hallway or something that I could have watched, like the approaching storm from?
Yeah, you could. It seems to be coming at about the pace of a powerful steed, a good horse.
Okay.
It's morning now.
Oh man, I think it's time for some morning wine. How about it? Anybody else?
I don't think I'm that deep yet. Drinking's kind of new to me.
Okay. Breakfast? You guys want some breakfast?
Sure.
Pass Sybil a bottle of wine.
Oh, you meant as in more wine. I thought you meant actual food.
Well, that's all the breakfast you need right here.
I'm really used to Stevia, like, making a lot of food.
Yeah, we're missing our cook too.
I have all of this very plain tasting bread. It's in wafer form.
I think I still have a few of those rabbits we caught a while back.
How far back?
Less than a week, a couple days, really.
Okay.
They're preserved fairly well. Stevie likes jerky, so
I'm gonna stick to the wine.
At least have some nuts or something. Don't want to get too drunk.
All right, you're able to have breakfast.
I don't know. I think we got 20 more minutes of roleplay in that.
Hold on, let me go pour a bowl of cereal. We can really get into it.
Read the back of the box to me, Biff.
the rabbit's actually pretty good.
It's a maze. It starts in the upper left-hand corner. In the bottom left-hand corner. But boy, does it have some tricky spots there.
I think I see King Vitamin in the clouds. You can I found him.
This room has Ovaltine.
The jumble spells out riboflavin. I figured it out. Okay, yeah. So we're kicked out of here today, right? Is that true?
Yep. I'm. What are your characters doing?
I'm gonna go back down to the lobby and see if our package has arrived.
And it has. You see the fancy man from the night before, waiting, and he has 4 large pouches and then a few smaller ones. 4 big, 4 small.
A bunch of your town ruffians attacked us last night. Did you hear?
I did. Allow me to give my sincere apologies. I will be returning the collateral to you all with a bit of interest.
Ah, sounds very good. I wouldn't want to have to track down my friend Yelp again. And I
Here
go up the
you
stairs.
are. These were the packages from the satrap. I don't know what's in them, so I hope that they're what you were looking for.
Yeah, I am sure they are. Do you have any, like, is there food service here?
No?
Nope. Okay. Just felt like there was more that could be done with breakfast foods. Never mind. I'll see you as we are leaving. When do we need to leave?
The next few hours?
Okay, we're really gonna soak those hours up. So just get every penny's worth. Have a good day.
You as well.
Go up 5
that
flights of stairs.
I'm just gonna go out and check on Keith, make sure he's doing all right after all the commotion.
Yep, Keith's sleeping. He's doing just fine.
Yeah. I'll give him a little breakfast. Not wine. I'm not gonna give him wine, but
That's him eating breakfast.
I return to the room after that.
Okay. Soren, you check on the cloud and you see that it's almost to the city.
Okay.
A few minutes away.
Is it like a comparable kind of thing to the storm that preceded the dragon, or is it just a lot less?
It is literally blue sky. You see a, like, building-sized cloud in the sky
Okay.
moving through it.
Do you want to try to touch base with Asnala again? See if anything has changed?
I'm sorry?
Did you want to try to speak with your friend Asnala again?
Yeah, I guess I could try again. That's a good idea. Sybil's gonna get back into that meditative state and try to commune with her god.
Yeah, she is less busy this morning.
Okay, cool.
Hello?
Hi, is
Stevie there?
is Stevia there? Is
Um,
Stevia okay?
Yeah, she's okay. She's had some trouble. But she's in one piece. Your brother's okay too, and the 2 people who they're with.
That's good. Are they still headed back towards where I am?
Yeah, they should be there in a few hours.
Great. And do you know anything about the storm that's sort of coming towards us?
Let me see. It feels weird. It doesn't feel... I feel the whisper of something divine in it. But mostly it feels like the guardians back on the plateau. Those bat things, the spirits. It feels more like that than like like any gods I've ever paid attention to. I can't really. I feel like I can't see it clearly. That's like the cloud is getting in my eyes when I try to feel it. I don't know. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Thanks for trying.
Some god I am.
You're a great god.
Thank you. We're in Ursmer.
Ursumer?
Yeah. Just in case you wanted to know. I think we're gonna be moving again soon. So.
Are your parents doing well?
My dad got hurt, but he'll be okay.
Okay. Just
Sounds
be
like
safe.
it's dinner time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
How did it go?
Good. She says that they're still headed towards us and that they should be back in a few hours.
Hmm.
And the storm that you're talking about, Soren, it seems more spiritual, like how I use my ring in a sense. But
Okay.
at the same time, she can't see it very clearly. So we should still be on our guard about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and she says that the party's doing all right.
That's good. If we're going to
including your
stay
friends.
here any longer, we'd probably best look for separate lodging, since we can't stay here another night.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about these beds, but I'm not feeling like I'm not feeling my best after that night's sleep. I don't know.
I mean, it's probably the fact that we were almost robbed.
No, I think it was the
Yeah.
mattress.
It has
Rich
something to do
people like soft, plushy mattresses.
Yeah, that's true. It did kind of feel like I was
It had too much give.
swimming. Also, too many pillows. Why do you
Yes.
need 8 pillows?
Yeah, I mean, one of those pillows alone is enough to be a full-size bed for me. So, but yeah, I don't know. Something just seems not quite right.
Do you want me to look at you, Biff?
Yeah, maybe. Seems
Give
to
you
be a
a-
recurring thing.
A once over?
Give me a little once-over.
Let's
Do I look okay?
let's do just a little. Let's give it a little divine sense in there. Just get a little feeling on you. Just and then I'll also drop a little lesser restoration on you as well.
I don't know. Is your divine sense opening a bag of chips?
That is what it
Christmas
sounds like.
came late.
Actually, when you cast your divine sense, you do get the sense that there's something bad right now about Biff.
Oh no.
But you can't tell what it is, and when you cast lesser restoration, you don't feel any give.
It's their sick drip.
Something does not feel right. I will say that. But then I just can't quite get my head around it.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time we rest, I just feel like a little less rested every time.
How long has this been happening?
For
A few days
weeks
now? A few weeks. Ooh. And every
Right,
time
and
you feel a little
a few
bit worse than the day before.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't tell a difference day by day, but week by week, it's definitely felt a little worse.
Are you a doctor?
Yes.
No. I haven't seen a doctor. I haven't seen a healer. Or
No,
I
I'm
don't know,
asking your
that's-
friend, Qualit, if he's a doctor.
I'm not a doctor, but I am a healer in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
can do
I'm-
this, and then I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it doesn't
And,
change. Yeah.
so now I feel tip top. Now I feel like I'm good to go. But yeah, it's I'm waking up. It's not. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just.
Did it start
Maybe I'm just
after?
maybe I'm just drinking too much. Maybe it's just a hangover. I don't.
Yeah, you do drink a lot.
This has never affected me in this way before.
We're not getting younger. That's for sure.
Suppose that's true.
And to answer your question, Sybil, like I'm not a doctor. I'm more of like I took a year of sports medicine, kind of. That's kind of like that's where I'm at.
You're a physiotherapist?
Kind of, I know a little massage.
You're a chiropractor.
No, that isn't it. Like a podiatrist. Anyways,
Okay.
worried that Ben's not here.
Well, luckily, it's maybe close to lunchtime.
Yeah, I mean anybody can get into
No,
podiatry school.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I was muted, but I haven't said anything for a little bit because I've made the conscious decision to try to not just say, "Here's the next part of the story," and because of that, we've been in one room the whole session.
Okay, what's the next part of the story, Benson?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm.
Give us a segue out of this podiatry talk.
I put.
Please.
If I put you all in a room and say the room is locked, there's a magical lock that won't let you out for a little bit. You will spend the so long trying to get out of the room, and then I say, "Go wherever you want," and you all say, "We want to be in one room."
I jump out the window.
Thank you, Khalid.
Maybe we should get going from this. I mean, he's
Oh,
already
I
jumped
got
out the
it.
window,
Yes,
you know.
and
Yes, and we should probably get out of here. We don't seem to be very welcome here. I do take as many bottles of wine though that I can fit into my pack.
check the bazaar.
That sounds good.
Okay, and you all make your way out into the city of Kizarkand. There does seem to still be a little bit of business going on in the bazaar, but it seems a little bit sparse compared to
Glad we're
usual.
with-
I'm getting your tokens to put them back by the bazaar. Seems a little sparse, and you hear people talking about something by the gate. Something about the
Alright.
gate.
Well, I'm gonna get on top of Keith, and I'll be riding Keith as we travel through the town.
Hey, what did you just say about the gate?
There's something strange going on over there.
You have any
Thank
other
you.
information?
I know I have to work at my stall.
Oh.
I sell fruits. Would you like some fruit?
Do you
Yeah,
have any
definitely.
pears?
Some fruit would be nice.
All right, I do have some pears. It'll be 2 copper for 3 pears.
Here you go.
Wow.
Sybil buys 3 pairs.
Well, it looks like you got more than 3 people. Is there a chance that maybe you need another 3 pairs?
I don't have any copper, so I'm going to give you a whole gold. Give me all the pears you got for that much.
Alrighty, I will give you all of my pears. chucking them into a satchel for you.
Got a bag of pears.
bonus.
You want to check the gate?
Bonus satchel too. That's goodbye.
You've just paid my rent for a year. Not really. Land prices are very steep here.
I give him another
I can
gold.
retire.
Have another year.
Oh, thank you. It's more like a month, but thank you.
Hey,
And yeah, you all have control of your tokens if you would like to make the massive journey over to anywhere.
Yeah. I guess we should head towards the gate. We probably won't
Yeah.
get much. We probably won't get great information if we just, stay where the gate isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
another dragon here.
It's the same dragon. He's dead. There is basically there's 5 chains driven into big spikes around it. Like there's a bunch of spikes all around it, and then there's 5 chains at different heights all around.
Is its body progressed in its like crystallization?
It seems like it is completely hardened. It's like a big. It looks like marble, basically.
Okay. We keep going towards the gate.
And when you get to the front of the town, you can see that there is a massive assemblage sort of watching the gate. And Soren, you notice that that dark cloud from before is getting closer and closer. It's just around the corner of the gate now. And then you see snow begin to fall as the cloud comes around the corner. And you see walking towards you a woman in a gray mask. There are jagged sort of lightning bolt designs on the side of her mask that you can see are gilded gold beneath her hood. She wears a night sky colored robe, including a hood with those same lines of lightning yellow and a few lines of gray like the clouds. She walks forward. She's a woman of average height from what you can see, and behind her there are a group of men who are about her height, and each of them are dressed in these extravagant coats of the same color. They look almost like they look kind of like a sailor's coat for the winter, but they have underneath it these odd tunics that are patterned with clouds. Each of them have a silver rod in their hand, and they walk forward, and each of the men tap their rods against the ground and then sort of seem to relax a little bit.
Yeah, we got some color guard dweebs here. What's happening?
The woman at the front sort of curtsies. She holds out her dress robe sort of deal, and she sort of lifts her hand and sort of waves. And from where you are, you can hear her voice, as if she is trained in projecting her voice, as she says, "Be not afraid. I come here because I felt something terrible had happened. I am called by those who know me the Lady of Storm. I
Uh-oh, Soren, someone's giving you a run for your money.
understand that you have been attacked, and I am very sorry. You were attacked by a dragon, a beast that speaks with spirits, and is itself spirit. Well, spirit am I, and I'm here to show you that your world is filled with as much beauty as pain. I promise you. This," and she points at the cloud that is still snowing, and you can see that there is a trail of snow that is melting in the light autumn heat as it touches the ground behind her. will do you no harm. And she turns and sees the dragon, and she begins to move. And the crowd just sort of parts, keeping out of the shadow of her cloud above her. As she makes her way, you notice that she seems to almost glide with how smoothly she's walking. The cloud above her begins to crackle with thunder the closer she draws to where you all are. And as she moves, she sort of stops and looks at each of the Eriksons. But then she continues. And she walks
Seems
over
like someone else that would have been useful to have around yesterday.
to the chains, and she flicks out her hand, and a bolt of lightning comes down from the storm cloud and just crashes through the ones in front of her. And it goes to the side. They sort of fall all around her, and then she just puts her hand forward, and a gust of wind blows them back so that they are not in her way at all. She then steps forward and puts her hand onto the dragon's snout. And the cloud above her begins to rain. And you see the rain touching the scales, and before you know it, the dragon has begun to disintegrate almost, going further and further, shrinking until there is no dragon. And in the space that it was, you see that white stone has turned into soil. And she sort of just kneels down and seems like she's thinking and speaking a little bit behind her mask. And you see the beginning of a garden forming where she was. She turns, begins to walk past you. And her escort move through the crowd to meet her here. And, oh, nope, that's too many tokens. When she has met them, they begin to walk to the Palace of the Shah. This guy doesn't follow.
Let me come
just for a
with
couple
you.
steps. And oh, he's like, oh.
He's just like, yeah, these robes look tight. Let's see what's up. And they
Take me with you.
they disappear inside. And you see some other people are coming in through the gates. Let me send a message. And you see, at the front, you see Stevia and Sebastian.
I'll do autographs later. It's cool, man. Would you just everyone chill?
And you do see someone points up at Sebastian Erikson and says, "There! The Dragon Slayer! Sebastian Erikson, the Dragon Slayer! Piercer of eyes!"
Well, no, I don't like the last part of the nickname, but that's cool.
Wait, did you say eyes or ice?
Piercer of ice sounds good too!
Ice is better. Ice is better. Let's go with that.
Ice
Hit him in the
Piercer.
rewrites.
We could call him a snow piercer.
Derivative.
In a couple hundred years, historians are going to think that he didn't have a crossbow. It was just an ice pick. It's going to be all confusing.
I did make up an entire song about him being able to, I don't know, chop down a tree with an axe.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely affected history at this point.
Yeah, they're not going to keep the crossbow in the legend. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Hail Sebastian the Dragon Slayer,
Yeah.
wielder of the wonderful crossbow!
Stevie's gonna bend down and like scoop him up in one arm. kind of lift him up on her shoulder.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, and they do all start rushing forward to try to touch the Dragon Slayer.
Everyone gets just everyone.
Whoa.
Everyone.
it really popped up there. All right, now not too close, not too close. Give the Dragon Slayer some breathing room.
You all see the other two Thorns. Erickson's.
Woo!
Yeah, Sybil's also gonna run into the crowd.
How's everyone been? Yeah.
Sybil's gonna try to push her way past people.
Yeah, you can. These are townsfolk.
Soren's just going to push his way past people. There's no trying.
Your armor just gets in the way.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
You guys doing good?
Sybil has tears in her eyes
Yeah.
and she just
pretty good.
hugs Stevia, who's holding up Sebastian still.
Hey, where's
I sneak a little bit of that hug.
They're
Yeah,
back
scoop.
up the stairs.
Scoop
they
everyone in.
didn't rush down to say hi like you guys did?
I don't know if they did.
Qualid and Biff, you see Zakar and Jackson.
Oh, my friends.
Hey, you guys doing alright?
I mean, I get it. We're not
What's up,
brothers like you are, like they are. But I'm glad you guys
we
made
are
it
all
out.
brothers. All four of us are brothers.
Well, siblings, whatever.
Hey, Jackson, man, I got something you think you're gonna like. I know, just nod in silent appreciation of it, please.
Jackman's
maybe-
hands dart to the nearest
maybe-
target.
Just nod in silent appreciation of it, please.
Jackman's
maybe-
hands dart.
Everybody make sure that they've muted the stream.
Oh, my head. I'm hearing
Oh no!
Zakar.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Oh,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
pass Jackson two vials of dragon's blood.
Oh. This is excellent.
Yeah, Jackson, you've had a big couple of
Animals.
days with things that you found.
You know, sometimes you get what you deserve, right?
Zakar, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. We found a genie. How about that?
That's a lot. And by Jackson's reaction, I know it's true.
So we're gonna wish for
Stevia,
never ending
make an
supplies of
athletics
food.
check.
Oh no, I'm being taken away.
Stevia, make an athletics check.
Crowd surfing.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna pull up Stevia's sheet here. Yeah. I wasn't prepared. Here we go.
Sebastian,
Athletics.
breaker of chains.
Okay, there are 2 women and 1 man who are trying to jump up and try to kiss Sebastian on the face.
Hey, you
my.
want to be kissed, man? This is up to you. I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with that actually. Let it happen.
All right, there you go. I'll put him down.
Yeah, and they all lay them on
Stay
you.
close.
They don't go for the lips. It's more like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem.
My first
we're
word,
all
son.
friends.
Thank you.
We did it together. I couldn't have done it without any of you. My fans are my most important people. Oh yeah, take me with you.
I mean, do you
Touching
try to crowd surf?
Crowd surf.
I think I'm. Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, they let you crowd surf. They pick you up.
Oh yeah. Let's all go to the. No, Sebastian wasn't involved. In
Lobby.
Let's all go to the.
Lobby.
And after the party, it's the after party. Then the hotel lobby.
Oh boy.
All right, and they dump you out, and they seem done with you.
Oh no!
Not really. They just say like, "Oh, we're gonna go. We're gonna go spread your story.
Thank you.
Have some private moments with your family and friends."
That's the thing about being an indie star is the fans respect you as much as they love you.
Very important.
Alrighty, and the four of you are together and are alone.
Well, it seems like I said, we returned you to your family and friends.
Yeah, well, and now I suppose we should help rebuild the town, right?
I don't know that we should. They're not really. They haven't really been very cool to us.
Yeah.
It's been a rough day.
Oh,
We
a
were
bunch of them
almost
tried to rob
arrested.
us.
A bunch of thieves broke into a 5-story building.
Which I jumped out of.
Yeah.
oh, very cool.
I love Zakar.
Oh, Zakar, here. I wanted to return this to you. And I give him back his bow.
Oh, well, actually, I don't need that anymore. If you want to hold on to it.
I can't tell you how much I don't want this. It's not something that I will ever see myself using. No, I'm not.
Well, I mean, if you want somebody to take it.
I mean, let me explain to you of the time I was 5 stories up in a building and I could have used the bow, but instead I jumped out of the window.
Well, that's way cooler than using a bow. I know.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, to be
you're
fair,
truly an action hero.
if he'd used the bow, he would have shot a child. But
That's true. It was an 11-year-old.
Well,
Here, Jackson,
But we
here's a
just
bow.
surrounded him with fire instead.
yeah,
It's fine.
we just traumatized him.
But I gave him 10 gold, so you know,
Is it just a
Yeah,
normal
and
bow
now
or
he's
is it a magic bow?
confused about.
it's a
It's a
normal
long-
bow.
it's a long bow.
Yeah, I'm a little encumbered. He
Well,
says
I
as patting a giant jar strapped to his back.
I can hold on to. I mean, unless anybody else wants it, but I think Phil, Knott, and I have, grown a little closer through this ordeal. So
Mm.
I don't really need to use that old bow anymore.
I will keep it, but please do not be mad that you never see me use it, because I will never use it.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Here, I'll use it right now, just so you get it. Like you just get the feel. I just shoot in the air.
Well, wait. Here, let me take one of these peaches that you got, and I'll toss that up into the air.
Sir, these are pears.
Or pears, whatever.
Did you say quiche?
Bartlett.
Peach, I think.
Bartlett pear.
Okay. Let me throw a quiche
A
into the
satchel full of quiches.
I mean, I guess you
I
could
would
like.
say much more than
5 minutes in, it's just
Proper for
one
them.
big mushy bag.
I will say, I think a satchel full of quiches is Sebastian's indie band name.
Yep. Satchel of quiches.
Yeah, you've managed to hit that pear.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
you turned it into a pear when you hit it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
amazing.
like the trick from the Sega Genesis Aladdin game.
Great. Well, I'm sure that they have some sort of nice accommodations for us to rest.
Oh,
and
no.
no, wait, no.
We've been
Actually, we
we've
were
been far
hoping
from
to
the
leave
nicest
today.
venue in town.
You killed a dragon in their town, and you've already been banned from.
They are
Yeah,
assholes
The
here.
governor's a dick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Phil's
he's
just
not
been
a cool
hugging
guy.
Sebastian the entire time, by
Oh.
the way.
Oh, thank you. This,
How is Soren's body language? What's Soren looking like?
He's a bit like comfortable. His shoulders are noticeably less tense.
Gotcha.
He's actually standing close to Sebastian.
And
Yeah.
all of the and Biff and Qualid are noticeably more tense now that they're around Jackson again.
Yeah, clinched up a little bit.
Well, if the Thorns are okay with being in the beginning of the group 1 session, we can call it here if you think.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well then we will see you all next Sunday, promptly at 6. I really hope. I'm counting on doing it promptly at 6 next Sunday. Please,
I think we
please
were
stop
pretty
by.
prompt.
We were not.
I think
We'll
I think
start-
you need to
prompted
get
it.
on at 5 and start working on OBS then.
Yeah.
Probably right. But I will. We'll see you all next week for Adventure Group 1. Bye, everybody.
I love you all.